Ah, there it is. You see it behind me now? Yeah, there's the Capitol. Well, I've been running around these grounds for, God, almost 30 years or 40 years probably more. Yeah, 40 or some years, showing people about how to apply for government money. You know, and now that I started helping rich people in Fortune 500 companies and things like that, now I just help the average citizen on the street. And when I'm trying to get through to the average person in America about getting grants is, don't look for the applications. It's too complicated. No one knows what they are, where they are, whatever. So if you start looking for the right application, you're just going to waste time and going around in what I call Google circles and never get anything. Well, you have to look for the source. So, and this is what I try to tell people, is that if you know the sources in your state, in your county, and in the federal government that gives certain money to solve certain problems, then you know you narrowed down the field to nothing. It's like shooting fish in a barrel when you start getting the sources, because every state has like about 12 sources that help people that are in financial trouble. So you don't have to look for all the grants for people in financial trouble. You just have to look for those sources of people that help people in financial trouble, because they'll know all the applications. They're the best people to learn. Instead of you going up from ground zero, you find the people. And that's what the fat cats do, is, you know, find the people who are in charge of solving that problem. Then they know all the applications, what they're called, if they're called a grant, what it is. Because 80% of the money that the government gives out is not even called grants. So it's the same with healthcare, it's the same with starting a business, it's the same for housing. You find the organizations that are in that business to solve people with that problem. And it's the same as, you know, any problem. You have a problem, you know, paying a mortgage or whatever. Okay, you look for the people who are in the business to make sure people are able to pay their mortgage. You know, you don't look for the mortgage application because you have no idea what the hell it's called. It may even not be called mortgage, anything to do with mortgage. I mean, it's just too complicated a system. Now, it's not complicated in your head because you would like it to be a certain way. But it is complicated, and that's why you have to start learning how it's complicated. And that's why I have Lesko Help for that. And the other thing, if you don't want to join something like that, then I have Lesko Reports. Now that gives you the sources. See, so you could go to Lesko Reports, and for $5.95, just get all the sources in your state for housing, all the sources in your state for paying your bills, all the sources in your state for getting a job, all the sources in your state for starting a business or a nonprofit or becoming a freelancer or solving your health problems, solving legal problems, raising children, you have a disability. So these are the organizations in your state that get paid to help you solve those problems. And that's why you need to know the source. It's the source that counts. And you don't want to look for applications. They'll tell you if there even is an application or where they are, or maybe they're somewhere else. It's too complicated of a system just to look for applications. So you have to look for sources. And that's why I have a good friend that will tell you more about this and why it's important. So remember, let the source be with you. That's what you have to do. You have to be aware that it's all about finding sources. It's not about finding applications. You're just going to go round in circles and Google and get nothing. And you don't want to do that. People look for months and years and whatever. No, you find the sources, get on the phone. And like there was a member, a Lesko Help member, left us a message yesterday, and I put it on the, even on YouTube. You could see it. I'm trying to get my battery out. Even on YouTube, and it shows how she found a source. I assume we gave it to her, I don't know. It's called PTAC. This is an office that helps small businesses get government grants, okay? That's all they do. They help small businesses get government grants, get government contracts, stuff like that. So they help you do that. They get money from the government. They get paid by the government in grant money to give you free consulting. I'm trying to get this in here. Ah, come on. Maybe. Ah, no, okay. We'll leave that for later when this goes out. So they get paid by the government. They get grants to work for you for free. They're free consultants. And she apparently was on the phone for like an hour or a half hour, a long period of time, helping her figure out how, for her business, what's the best thing to do to get contracts. And then he follow up, and you could see the follow-up email he sent her, showing her step-by-step what she has to do, showing her all the other sources that will help her if she has to apply for special consideration because, she lives in certain zip codes, or she's a woman entrepreneur, because women entrepreneurs are considered disadvantaged if they have $750,000 in the bank. It's crazy. So that's right. It's all about the sources. And today it's freezing out here. I'm going to take off because I got to walk fast and get back in the warmth and talk to you guys later. Thanks.